Hello guys, how are you? I hope you're doing great. It's been a while. I haven't sat and talked to you for a while. Excuse me. So I thought I will do that today. How's life? How is life? How is winter for those of us in the northern hemisphere? I hope it's doing everything is doing well. Here in Switzerland we don't have that much snow. It's not that cold. Usually it's colder than this. And yeah, life as a yogi, life as a healthy person adopting healthy lifestyle. I don't know if you remember, guys, but in the past when I used to be very active doing videos, I was telling you I was journaling, documenting my leg surgery, knee surgery I had. So I was using the channel to document my journey and to share, how my recovery was going, and to help hopefully in the future other people who may be going through the same, is to incorporate, those well-being techniques, that I've been sharing on my videos, even if it's just, about taking consciousness, that we need to rest, especially for those of us who are used to being very active. So those videos are there, they stay there. And what I didn't document so much, I think it was because I was very, very tired. It's my finger surgery. So I had an injury as well, which I did many, many years ago when I was playing handball, and I just hit my ball. I hit my my fingers with the ball. And because my body, I'm very flexible. My body, my bones are very thin. The bone broke, and then I started to develop an arthritis. I think we call it in German as well, and in English as well, and German is arthrose, arthritis. And um and yeah and it just went downhill. It just went even worse, 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 worse. So I did the surgery. It was time already. It was due. It was a due surgery, like my knee. Thank God I had a very, very good doctor. He did an amazing surgery. I have beautiful hands. I always get many compliments on Instagram about my hands. And after the surgery, you don't notice it. If you think like if you would look at me, you wouldn't notice that I had surgery, that I had anything, but I did. And uh and I took some pics on my on my phone while I was healing, but I didn't come here, didn't come to talk about it. I think it was because it was just too much. I was with the new surgery recovering. I'm still in physio. I will tell you now what my fitness routine looks like at the moment. But I was when I had the surgery, I was still in physio. I was still using a crutch, only one of them, but still. And the bad thing is that I was using it on this hand, on the right hand. And actually, I should have been using it on the left hand, but I couldn't use it on the left hand because I had the surgery. So because I was using it on the right hand, which was on the same side, as where I had my knee surgery, then my alignment, with my shoulder blades, it just went, off track. And it was not good at all. But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I was with a protection on my finger, like for 6 weeks. Yeah, for 6 weeks. And then I continue having a little bit of lighter protection, but after those 6 weeks, I started being able to move the finger. I did ergotherapy. I was doing ergotherapy after 3 days of my surgery. But it was just about healing, making sure that the nerve, and so it's because I have all these words in German. The cut, they cut you, and so that everything, was healing properly. So I was how do you say this? Because I'm switching between languages. Yeah. So ergotherapy, I think it's called in English. In German it's ergotherapy. So I was doing that from the beginning, and then after 6 weeks I started, being able to move my fingers, doing exercise to move the fingers. So can you imagine? I was going 2 times a week to ergotherapy using the wrong the wrong crutch, well, not using the wrong crutch, but having the crutch on a side that shouldn't have been, but it was what it was available for me. And then it was the first time as well, and when I was started using the public transportation. So can you imagine? And then I was going to the physio at the same time. Then I was as well going to massage, yes, the lymph drainage massage, lymphatic massage for the knee. It's very, very good. I still go there, but I started going, yeah, right about July, yeah, the same time when I started. Even before, I think I started. No, I think it was like about July when when I had my hand surgery, like 2 weeks later or so. So I was having a lot of appointments, and then as well, I think in July I started going to acupuncture, or in June. In June, I started going to acupuncture. I normally go to acupuncture like every 2 weeks, and so, and I was going before the knee surgery as well, and the hand surgery to take care of myself. So on the middle of all of it, doing my physio, doing my ergotherapy twice a week. My physio is only like 10 seconds away from where I live. It's perfect, but the hand ergotherapy treatment was like is well it was, well, it's still there, but I don't go there. But it was taking me like 30 minutes, from door to door, to go there and then come back. And then where I get the lymph drainage massage, there is like 10 minutes walking distance. But still, at the beginning I was going with the crutches, with both crutches at the beginning, and then then when I had the surgery on this hand in July, 15th of July, then I was just going with one crutch. And then, yeah, I added my acupuncture, which is like 30 minutes away with the public transportation. So it was just too much, And then on top of that, a couple of therapeutical, mental therapeutical sessions I was having like once a month. And so it was really too much. And I just didn't have that much. I think I didn't have that much energy, that much focus, just to come here and do videos. I was very active on Instagram with the reels. I think it's because it's with the reels and stories, because it's easy. And also with my fit business, a fit modeling business, I got very much entertained with that. Guys, it's good to have a hobby. I took so many pictures that now I will be reaching out to modeling agencies to see if they like my pics, so that they can use they can use me as a fit model. So that is quite good, and I discovered a lot about the fit fit industry, and so, which I didn't know before, and other things. So it has been interesting. So it's good, guys. It's good to spice up a little bit your life. Have interest. Something that a little bit distracts your mind. from a lot of structure, and a lot of focus, something that just is new and innovative, while staying disciplined. So being very, very disciplined when it comes to my yoga practice itself. Yoga meaning like the asanas only, okay. I started, I think it was like in July, yeah, I started doing yin yoga at my going to yin yoga at my gym. And the teacher, she was like like so conscious, about my state. She told me, she's like, well, you have to be careful because you can do stuff, but you cannot do a lot. And I was like, yes, you're right, because that's the thing, when you start being able to move and do things, it's like, oh, I want to do this and that, but the body needs time. You need time. You need process. It's a process. It will. You need time. You need time, definitely. So you cannot be so active as before at the beginning. You need to take it slowly. So yeah, so I started doing that, and yes, at home I will always do a little bit of stretching, especially upper body, and because I do already the physio was just too much. And um and then around August, I started going to Dolder, the Dolder Spa. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a member of the Dolder the gym of the gym. Okay, a member of the gym, like any other gym, you can be a member of the Dolder as well. So the Dolder Grant, for those of you who don't know, I have a video here on my channel where I talk about it. How did I become a member? So it's a wealth result and business as well. There are a lot of events going on there. So I had my membership, which I hadn't been able to use because I was very busy at work, and then I had my surgery. So end of August, excuse me. So end of August, I started going there again when I was able to walk. I was still with only one of the crutches because I had my surgery on this hand, but I could wet my hand. From the moment when I was able to wet my hand, I started going there so that I could enjoy the sauna as well. And I discovered a class, Bootylicious. It's only for the legs. It's squats, a lot of squats. So it was very it is very good. It was very good that I discovered it because it complements very very well with my physiotherapy sessions. The exercise, many of these exercises are the same that I was doing at the beginning, especially with my physiotherapists. So it was a very very good compliment. Actually, in August, not in August, in October, end of October, I went to my doctor to check my knee, and he told me that, wow, everything looks very very well, and actually like the back of the knee, it looked very very nice, as if I didn't have surgery. It's like he said nature did that. That's amazing. But that's all due to the hard work that I've been putting on. And this is the thing, guys. Do not think like I your recovery time is like nothing. No, your recovery time, your rehab time, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's more work actually than when you are fit regularly and you're just trying to get even more fitter. The amount of energy, concentration it takes, to learn everything, because you need to learn everything. You need again to trust mentally, physically, your body to be able to do things. So it's very very draining. It takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of focus, and do not underestimate that. Okay, if you are going through a rehab phase, do not underestimate the work. Okay, the work that you have to put in recovering, in recovering, because it's a lot of work, and it is to be appreciated. It is to be appreciated by your mind and by your body. Thank your body, be thankful to your body that your body is helping you, to recover healthy. Don't think like, oh, like, oh, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, or I need to, I need to learn to stand just on one leg, or to jump, or to stand on my tippy, walk on my tippy toes. Don't think like that. Every minute, just become aware about how much your body has been helping you until now without you even noticing it. Okay, okay, acknowledging it. And now you had an opportunity to really pause. You have an opportunity, okay, to really pause and to really acknowledge everything that your body does for you, and say thank you, and and be with your body, in this transformational journey, because it's a transformational journey. You are again learning how to walk, how to do things, right, how to jump. So it's really transformative. It's a transformational journey. So walk side by side with your body and with your mind. Don't push yourself too hard. If you are tired, you need to rest. Sometimes you need to do a little bit less of exercises, do less. Listen to your body. It's very important to listen to your body, and at the same time to have trust in your body. Our bodies are very, very powerful, very, very strong, and they are capable of so much. Look at athletes, even us that are not like professional athletes, just doing like an aerobic class, going up and down, with your body, those articulations that the knee does, the spine, moving your arms, like in cycles, when you warm up, for instance, in those aerobic classes. It's just so much that the body, the mind has to do. You cannot imagine, but because we are used to do it without thinking about it, we have just taken it for granted. So I'm here to remind you to not take your body for granted, and be very, very thankful. And especially if you are in this rehab phase, rehabilitation phase, just be aware of all the hard work you are putting on your body, on your mind, and how strong you are becoming each day, and how amazing you are, how amazing you are. So so yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I started in around October. I stopped going to physiotherapy because it was just too much going. Even if it was once a week, I was going there with going at the dollar at the same time, to do my fitness. It was just too much, and I needed to use all the vouchers that I had from the dollar, because um, I remember that, as I mentioned, and they gave me many, many things uh, as part of the welcome package that I hadn't been able to use. So I had to use all these things. I had facials, I had personal trainings, sessions, So I stopped going to acupuncture, because every time I would go to acupuncture, it was very, very good, but it was very, very intense. And yeah, it was just too much. But now we are in May, in not in May, in January. It's time again to come back to acupuncture, something that I have learned, these past weeks, is that sometimes we think like, oh, I need to do this and that and that and that, and I need to do it every week or twice a week. But sometimes even once a month, it's okay. Like, for instance, my acupuncture sessions, if I had at the beginning, when I started after the surgery, so in June, if when I started going, if I had gone at least once a month, I mean, at least I went like 3 times a week, like not a week, sorry, like every week I was going there. That was too much. And then I was doing massage as well on my back. It was just too much. But what I'm trying to say is that if I had gone at like once a month, then it would have been much better for me, because then it will have helped me to keep this regularity of going at least once a month, you know every month, instead of just ab- abruptly abruptly, we say in English. Yeah, instead of suddenly just saying, no, I'm not going because it's just another appointment, it's just too much. Let me just focus now on my treatments at the doctor. Let me focus on my physiotherapies. Let me focus on my ergotherapy. It was just too much from the beginning. And that's the thing with me, since I always been very, very active. Now when I was able to move again, I started doing a lot, and that was not a very smart thing. So give your time, give your time, give yourself time, to acclimatize again to the normal rhythm of things, even with work and everything, it's very, very hard to do everything, to come to the normal rhythm, as you used to have before. You need to take it slowly, and do it step by step, and give yourself time, especially, especially if you had a surgery where you were completely anesthetized, it's a lot. In my case, I was completely anesthetized for the knee, and then 3 months, it was 3 months later, or when was it, like in July, 15th of July, right? Yeah, almost 4 months later, yeah. Then I had my hand, and guys, my hand report, the report that my doctor wrote was even longer than my knee than my knee report. So it's for you really to see how demanding it is, and what I noticed is that even though it was just I'm saying just it was a finger, finger is smaller than in the knee. I just learned how important, every tiny part of our body is, because for one finger, if you don't take care of your finger, you can go to the other side. Yes, yeah. So I really learned to pay more attention to my finger, because the first 6 months, 6 weeks, my finger had a covering. I was protected, and I was just going twice a week to the ergotherapy to heal, to heal it, and so they cut, and so, and yeah, I was paying attention, but not much. I wasn't really giving it the love and the care and the attention that it needed. And then after 6 weeks, I had not very good news about how my finger was developing, how it was healing. And then I opened my eyes, that was an eye opener to really look at my finger, give a lot of love to my finger, share a lot of beautiful words to my finger, to tell my finger how much I love my finger, how thankful I am for the hard work that it's doing, and that I'm so sorry that he had to go through this surgery. This surgery was very, very um, aggressive. It was very aggressive, yeah, for I mean, any surgery, it's an aggression for the body. But when it's just in a finger, it's a small area, it's even more aggressive. So I started talking a lot with my finger, giving it thanks, really becoming aware, my finger, making that connection. That is so, so, so important, guys. When you are in a healing process overall, in yoga we do that. In yoga we have practices, really, like, look at your hands, especially when you're going to heal, when you're going to go through a surgery or something. Just like look at your hand, you do an exercise and, like, observe your hand, pay attention, to make really that deep connection, that it's not just, oh, an exercise, let me just stretch my hand, or let me just stretch my leg. No, there's really that deep connection. And when you make that deep connection with your body heals much, much faster, because our body needs care, and our body is by it's a lively body. Okay, sorry, English not my first language. It's a biological body. So everything is lively in us, right? So it's very, very important to really be very mindful, about how we look at our body, how we talk to our body, the things that we say to our body, how we ignore, even if we just ignore it, like, oh, okay, I just had a surgery, it's there, let my finger or let my leg heal, or whatever is the case for you. It can be an arm, don't just ignore it like that, really be aware. Meditation is very, very important. I started meditating just with my finger, after 6 weeks of not having very good news. I will meditate just on my finger, just close my eyes and just observe my finger, just build a connection with my finger, just meditate and just be thankful to my finger, to everything that had to go through. And that was that, I believe it helped a lot. So always, always, always be thankful, be mindful of your body, everything, even the eyelid here. Everything is very, 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 very important in our body. So yeah, so that's something I learned. I mean, I know already it is okay, and I normally work with these principles. That's the principle of yoga. But I must confess, that when I have a surgery, the first 6 weeks, I was like, like, yeah, it's so comfortable, it's like I had nothing almost with my hand because it was protected, and then I could move my wrist and I could walk. It was the time when I started walking again. So I was like, like it's there, okay, but really not making that connection with it until I started making until I had to really to look at my finger and really talk to my finger, have beautiful words and be thankful and everything. That really even opened my eye, to the beauty even more of yoga, because these things you do in yoga, so it opened my eyes to the beauty of yoga, and to even love more teaching yoga to others, to make others really be aware of our body, and not to wait, until we have a surgery, or we are sick, or we have a sickness, or we need to heal, or we have something broken. Not to wait until something like that happens, but really use yoga as a preventive, well, as a way of living your life healthier, which has a preventive effect, on keeping disease, away. And actually, that's the definition as yoga, Patanjali, yoga, it's really keeping misery far before it reaches, and that is that's something that it became more eye-opening to me, during this healing phase. And I was like, wow, I just love yoga, and I just want to be more of a yoga teacher, and spread these healing benefits, of yoga before something major happens. Okay. So that was very, very revealing. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why I wanted to be a yoga teacher before, right, to spread these benefits. But I think now with the surgery was even more eye opening, and also it made me want to focus on helping people who are going to get a surgery, or are in recovery phase. They just have a surgery, and wanted me to help them during those stages with yoga. Yeah, because me, I'm lucky that I'm a yoga teacher, so I know many tools that I can use, but not everyone is aware of these tools, like the meditation, something so simple as that, as meditating, right? And mindfulness, many different tools, that I know many people don't know. Like, even before surgery, many people are so anxious, it's quite normal, right? Anxious, they are nervous, if everything's gonna turn out well. And in my case, I did a lot of meditation. I did a lot of yoga nidra, to help really quiet my body. I listened to a Devi Chavakam, I think it's called the name. It's one Devi. It says singing, like mantra singing. It goes through different parties of your body, healing your body. I did all of that, and I think that is also the reason why I have been recovering so well. So so all these techniques are so valuable, and everyone should know about these techniques. So I am now really in a journey of becoming certified, by the Swiss health system. Regularizing my yoga practice here, so that I can help people to teach, to heal. Okay, and I have talked with my doctor, the one that did the neurosurgery with me. I told him about it. I gave him my business card, and he's like, yes, I will recommend you. Many people will want to do this. I need this. So that is very, very, very good. It made me even fall in love even more with yoga. My surgery, my healing process, and fall in love with teaching yoga. What else? What else, guys? We've been here for talking for 31 minutes. I think we will be here like for an hour. So if you need to grab a cup of tea, grab it. I'm just making a summary here of everything that I've gone through. Whereas in October, yes, yeah, Dolder, I started going a lot to the Dolder, because I took, guys, this is another thing I want you really to be mindful of. Take your rehab sessions, even if it's a fitness class that you go to, that no one is checking if you are going there, but it's a fitness class, it's going to be good for your knee, like if you do like body pump or exercises, or for your shoulders, Pilates, depending on the surgery that you just had. Make it really like it's your work. That's your work to heal. you know don't be like, oh well, it doesn't matter if I go, I don't go, like this. Don't do that to yourself. Okay, don't do that to your body. Don't do that to your mind, because when you go and you exercise, you feel better. Your body becomes stronger, your mind becomes stronger. So, excuse me. So really stick to it. If you plan, okay, twice a week I'm gonna go to physiotherapy, twice a week I'm gonna go to the fitness class, that is gonna help me to get even healthier. It helps me, even it's a good complement to my physiotherapy also. Do it. Don't be like, well, it doesn't matter if I don't go, nobody will notice. So don't disappoint yourself. Don't disappoint yourself. Okay. And if you can only do it once a month, once a week at the beginning, do it once a week, then add twice a week if you can, and like that. But do it. But that is your work. That's your job at that point, really, to heal and to take care of yourself. And I know that these classes, these sessions, they take a lot of energy from us. I know this. I know it. They take a lot of energy, but that's hard work. That is hard work at the moment. To really do those classes and to work on ourselves. Go to your lymphatic massage treatments. Like my case, right, for the knee. I mean, this massage treatment at the beginning, when I will finish the treatment, I will have to sit, in the waiting room. I would in the waiting place. I will have to sit there like for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Just to settle myself, to center myself, because it was so it was so strong. And you may think, well, it's just 20 minutes massage for your knee, but it was so strong. And it's because it's healing. It's part of the healing process. My body's healing. So even that massage, going to that massage is already, it's already an appointment. It's already a commitment. It's what we say in German. I anstrengend. I anstrengend. It's hard. It's not easy. It is hard. It is hard work. This is what I want to tell you, okay? It is hard work and you have to take it seriously, because this is your health. This is your job, to take care of your health before you take care of anything else and anyone else. You have to take care of your health. You have to take care of yourself to ensure that you are fit and you are healthy, and it takes time, especially when you had yeah surgery. It takes time. It doesn't take 2 weeks, 3 weeks. No, it takes time. It doesn't take 2 months. No, it's a process. It takes time. And the Dolder, has been amazing. I love the place. It's the best investment I've ever made. It has been helping me really to relax. I've been able to do there my sauna as well, and do some ergotherapy exercises in the sauna for my hand because of the heat. The heat helps with mobility, so I was doing it there. And just the sauna relieving stress, because it's just too much stress, especially here in Switzerland, where we have a health system that, with insurance and you know sending this letter to the insurance, justifying, to the insurance that you are sick, sending these documents and all of that. It's just too much, just too much, and the bills, and so it's just too much. So going to the Dolder regularly, it it was amazing. I mean, I still go, but I'm talking from when I started going, and like I started going end of August, like September, or in October, November, when I was able to go without the crutches. I think around October I completely let go of the crutches. So, like, to be honest, guys, it took me like 7 months to walk without any crutches and to walk for 15 minutes, 15, 1 5, okay, without my knee, without feeling any discomfort on my knee at any point. Really, like, not even thinking about my knee. So this is just to let you know that this is a process. It takes time, okay? And enjoy the process. And you're like, how can I enjoy being with crutches? Yes, enjoy every movement, every step, everything, every tiny thing that your body is able to do each time, and even your mind. Each time you are able to trust your mind more. Like, oh, I can do this. I can walk without a crutch. I can walk a little bit longer. I can ta 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 ta. That's such a beautiful journey. That's a very, very beautiful journey to go through. Well, that's uh the beauty side of the journey, let's say. There's always two sides, right? But that's the beauty, really. It's a beautiful thing, really. So so then, yeah, in I think in August, not in August, in October, that I was, walking more easily without thinking. And I'm saying walking because to go to the Dolder, I go with the bus. It's quicker for me. It's very fast. So it's like 10 minutes, 9 minutes to the bus station, and then from that station to the Dolder, I walk like 14 minutes, 15 minutes. And I walk through the forest, so it's very, very nice. And every time I would walk, I needed really to, to be very, very mindful, listening to my body. Do I need now the support of a crutch? Don't I need, how am I feeling like when there are stones where I walk? It was really a completely awareness thing. Now it's still awareness thing because now we have snow and the floor has been so slippery, guys. I cannot tell you that I have been needing really to pay much attention to my knee as in the beginning, when I first got the surgery, because the floor, sometimes you think like you're paying attention, that is not slippery, but then there is ice that you don't see, that is transparent, and then you need us, and just one wrong knee movement that I may do, I may go back to square one. So I don't want to do that. So I really need to be very, very mindful. And you see, it's been already 10 months since I got the surgery, my knee surgery. This is just for you to see how long, how the level of consciousness, of awareness that you have to have for such a long extended period of time. But thank God that our body heals, our body recovers. Imagine if we didn't have surgeries, we didn't have doctors to have surgery, we didn't have this recovery time, our body didn't do that. Imagine it wouldn't be good at all. So my takeaway from for you, okay, my 2 cents for you is that try to, if you are in a recovery phase like this because you had a surgery or because you just injured yourself and you need recovery, try to ensure, or even if you're just vulnerable in any way, emotionally, it can be that you are vulnerable for whatever, you feel a little bit down, whatever, try to make sure that that you create systems, systems in place to help you to heal. That, like, you go to a place, like in my case, I have very good therapists. My physiotherapist is very good. The person that does lymph drainage massage, she's also a physiotherapist. She's very good. And being with them, having their support, it's really amazing. And going at the Dolder, as I said, I've been going to the Dolder a lot and being there, doing the classes, being in such a relaxing environment, doing the spa, enjoying the spa, enjoying the sauna, talking as well with the people a little bit, meeting people. I've been meeting very nice people there. All of that, has been having such a positive effect on my well-being. This is why people who have a lot of money, right, they go to clinics, right, because they get all this care, this attention. Well, if you don't have a lot of money to go to one of those clinics, try to create that environment for you. Go to places, where you are taken care of, healing places, go and do, like a yoga class. Talking about yoga again, you can do, when you are like in place like this, like yin yoga is very, very good. It's more calming. This is the type of yoga I've been doing for quite a long time. Once a week I still meet with my Indian teacher to do a little bit more of active yoga, and there was a while when I couldn't do it. I was just too tired, and then I thought, oh, okay, maybe I can tell him just to do half an hour. And then we started doing half an hour of physical movement, and then 20 minutes meditation. Like that, it went much better. And now, since the past months, I can do just an almost regular, I can do a regular class, but without too much intensity, and without a lot of like in the articulations, a lot of biegen, we say in German, a lot of folding the knees, so things like that I cannot do too much. At the beginning, I couldn't even sit for meditation without, the support of having support on my back, because I didn't have that stability of on my hips. So I mean, all these things that before, for me, I wouldn't think about them. Now I had to think about that there. And I was able to put myself in the position of other people that are not so flexible as myself, or that may go through things like this. So I've been quite good, with the yoga, doing almost regular, but not 100%. Okay, not yet. So yin yoga has been very good, more calming yoga. The last couple of months, I started doing stretching, because in assisted stretching. Okay, I'm a stretch teacher, guys. So I noticed like when I was doing stretching myself, I just couldn't let go. I just couldn't relax because I know that I need to relax my shoulder. I need to, do this, do that. And my body was very tense because I had been with crutches so long. It was tense. So I couldn't really let go. So then I decided to have personal training on assisted stretching at the Dolder. So I didn't know if even they were going to have something like this, but I talked with the reception, and they told me that there was someone who does that. He's a yoga teacher as well, and he's a TRX teacher. So during this stretching, he mixes different elements, and he was very very good, in understanding from the beginning, like what I wanted to have, why, in which state I was, and I explained him that I had a surgery, and he was very much interested in knowing even like the physiotherapy, what treatment, what type of prescription I had from the doctor and everything. So all of that helped very much. So mobility, I had to like regain not only the stretch, do the stretch, but really regain my mobility again. And I'm not 100% there, of course. Before I was like, people will always tell me like, you're so flexible, and I'm like, nothing. Before I was like this, but of course I had been doing it for so many years. And now I am, I don't know, 60-70% mobility. I'm not yet completely there, but I have improved a lot. I think I had like seven personal trainings, and they were very 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 good. I hope to start having more. And what I want to start doing now that I'm not doing the personal stretching is aqua gym, to do fitness in the swimming pool, and start doing more the swimming pool actually at the Dollar, because there's a swimming pool. This is one of the reasons as well I became member, so that I can use the swimming pool. So there is fitness in the water, and that's gonna do me very very good. So I'm gonna start doing that fitness as well. I think on Saturdays at 10 I will do that one. So water, guys, water is the best sport that you can do always. Actually, once my what do you say, what's the name in English, the narben we say in German, like when they catch you for the surgery. Once that is healed, then you can go in the water. It's the best, one of the best things that you can do. Very very, as I always being careful, okay, so there's not slippery things like that. But water, moving, even doing the movements in the water, gentle movements. You don't have like to swim per se if you don't want to, if you don't know, if it's too much yet. But just being in the water and doing like even like hips movements, like knee movements, like up and down and stretch. That's one of the best things that you can do. And I haven't been doing of that enough. I haven't done it actually. I think I only swim like 1-2 times since I started going to the Dollar. So now that I have a little bit more of energy, I'm a little bit more active, I can start incorporating those swimming classes, or just being even there on my own and doing some swimming movement. So that's very very good. And what else can I say that may be valuable for you guys, meaningful? By the way, I'm always open, okay, to hear any suggestions for videos that you want me here to do. In this channel, this is about well-being altogether. So you have a little bit of everything, a little bit of asanas, physical exercise, a little bit of talk, a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of mindfulness, a little bit of meditation, a little bit of humor with my feet business. Fun, laughing. It's very healthy, guys. Okay. So yeah, what can I say? What I'm doing now, what I'm feeling, what I want to start doing now is to start taking supplements. Up till now, I was not doing that. But just because it was just too much, it was just taking me too much energy. Everything, even just doing facials on my own, taking care of my skin, putting makeup, all of that was just too much work, but now I think I'm starting having a little bit more of energy, and I can start doing those things, and and yeah, and yeah. So this is everything I wanted to share with you today. If I remember about anything that I have forgotten, then I will do it in a future video. Instagram, for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, you can follow me there if you want to. And if you like feed content, yes, just content of my feed, okay? Because I mean, it's just the same content I was doing here on Instagram or my what's the name? It's just pigs, okay? It's nothing. We don't do anything explicit there, okay? It's very artistic. It's very beautiful. I'm really looking forward to sending it to the model agencies to see what is their response. Maybe some museums. I don't know. I just love the creative work that I've been creating with my feet, because my feet are so pretty, if I may say so. so so the creative work, with flowers, and so it's very, 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 very beautiful. Yeah, I really, I really like this hobby that I discovered. Well, hobby. I hope to make it a very, very successful business. I have to do so much advertisement. But that's another topic, guys. Okay, that's another let's say another type of content. If you want to discuss with me about that, you can go to my earth page. We can always chat and talk, and just have fun about the life. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, and see you until the next one.